Alright, an absolutely hectic day that we have to deal with. So I got all the parts, a bunch of different stuff. It's more so just getting on top of a lot of things because this week has just been finishing at night, like every single time. So first job, I'm going to go and change all the brakes on this Kia, whatever it is. From there, I'm going to go and I did, if you watch this other video, I changed the brakes on this Mini Clubman, but it didn't come with brake wear sensors. So I'm going to go and do that. Then got to go service this Honda, then potentially do a alternator or starter motor for another Honda Accord, and then an alternator for a Toyota Corolla. So yeah, that's, I'm going to try and film some of this stuff. I also have to finish this Navara clutch because the clutch spring broke that holds the throw out or fork in, whatever you want to call it, and I need to get this finished because I hate having jobs just sitting there, especially big jobs like that, because it's already a mission just one person doing it. But at the end of the day, if I got to work till 1 a.m. to get it done, I'd rather do that than wake up tomorrow knowing it's still sitting there on the hoist, not finished. So I also have to grab some parts too. So I get a clutch spring, clutch throw out spring. I also got to get like some gear oil, this, that, because I'm going to change the gearbox oil. And yeah, from there, throw it all back together because there's a lot to do. That's what's happening. So let's go change these brakes. All right, as mentioned, we got this first car here now. So let's see what's going on with it. Oh, those rotors look like they have been on there for quite a while. Apparently a lot of shaking, scraping. Right, we got some awesome rotors for this thing. Exceeding. They were doing an awesome deal, so I thought I'd grab them for the customer. So let's get stuck into it. I cleaned my van out for the first time in quite a while, so everything is nice and organized. These pads won't move, which is why, and this rotor is destroying this massive lip on the bottom. That's where you get a lot of your squeaking and grinding and scratching. And you can see at the top here too. Let's see how these go. Yeah, that doesn't help either. Oh, this bottom one's a bit better, but this top one is average as. Let's have a look. A little bit of grease, but burnt and dry, so we'll change that. Anyway, first we'll compress this piston back in. Tool I use, Southside Mobile Brake Services. If you want one, check the link below. I've got a few left, but once they're gone, I'm going to have to get a whole nother batch made up. So get in quick, because if you hit the link below and the link doesn't work, it means I've sold out. But anyway, only available in Australia at the moment. I get a lot of messages, can you send to America? I can, but if someone knows a cheaper way to do it, let me know, because when I go to Australia Post, they say it's like $30 extra to send. Anyway, check the link out. This works awesome. So with no mucking around, you just do this and it makes light work. Done. Then you put it in reverse, and now that piston is compressed. This is going to make the difference of lasting for a year or lasting for 2 to 3 years. So make sure to clean. Now, you don't have to put these screws back in. This is kind of what they use during factory assembly, but I always put them back. Just don't put Loctite on them. Ask me how I know. Shiny. Now watch this. See how easy they move? That's what you want. Then we take your brake caliper that has been compressed by that tool. Throw that on here. Okay, spray this down. Any grease that has touched the surface of the rotor, just give it a clean, and we're done. Alright, I'm going to record the next side, but it's going to be a how-to, and it's going to be in a different video, so the next time you see me, I'll be on the rear brakes. Alright, we're running low on time. There'll be a how-to in another video, but the way we're going to fix this one is a little magic trick you can do. You can go 1, 2, 3. Oh, there you go, it's done. Alright, I'm not going to record the other side, but this is going to be a job done. Right, that's another job down. I forgot to mention before that I did a roadworthy. So roadworthy, full set of brakes, smashed out, midday. Time to go and install a couple of these for that mini Clubman thing. So we'll go do that. Then from there, Honda service, and check my phone because I think there's about 100 freaking messages. Alright, so we're at the vehicle. As you can see, this is smashed, so it needs to be fixed. So I'm going to change this one too. Had a customer call me up and say, hey, need an alternator. I had it checked, this, that, the other. So they're providing a alternator and they want me to throw it in. Here's the alternator. Running lights on. So let's go have a look. And she's out. She's been in there a while. Watch you don't damage any of the connectors. On as well. Yeah. And then we'll know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because if it drops under, normally it rectifies itself, but then pin that bolt back down. Up now, let's hope that engine light fixes itself and the belt doesn't fly off and we're getting power. That's gone. We're back. So there's your problem. Right, we're at the last vehicle, or maybe the last vehicle. Just a basic oil and filter swap. You'll remember this vehicle in that last video I did. Change the starter. Customer was stoked and he said, hey listen, I just want you to change the engine oil and filter because, well, I haven't done it in a very long time. So I'm going to check over everything else, top up all the fluids, chuck some air in the tires, this, that, the other, the usual. Anyway, let's get into it. There we go. It's got a bit of a leak, but that's what we're after. Crack that, remove that. Well, we'll see. Putting the new one on. Yo, check the air filter out. God damn. Yeah, we need one of these. I'm going to go over the rest of the vehicle now. Just finished pouring the oil in. And from there, unless I find something else, that's probably it with this one. And we'll go on to the next one. Finished the rest of it off, had a look over everything. Everything else seems pretty sweet. Obviously, it needed a desperate service. Topped up the coolant, it was kind of, it was low. I don't think it, when you see an air filter like that, that means no one's touched it for a while. And to be honest, maybe a couple of liters of oil came out of the engine, so, and you saw it as a leak. But topped up the oil, well, changed the oil, new engine oil filter, topped up the coolant, filled all the rest of the fluids that needed to be filled, and checked for any other issues, checked the belts, all the brakes and all that is sweet. Yeah, other than that, he just needs to monitor that oil leak and see in the next 2 weeks if the oil's dropped quite low. Well, all right, we'll go and address that. And then he needs an air filter ASAP. That shit was nasty, so get that changed. I just remembered the other job I have to do is finish this Navara off, which is currently in a shed on a hoist. I'm gonna go and pick up the flywheel, and what's the time? 4 o'clock. go get it and just keep going until it's done, I guess. Or at least that's the plan. We'll see how we go. Alright, update when I grab everything. Quick update. Doing the clutch. I don't have the mic plugged in, so the audio is going to be crap. About to chuck on the pressure plate. Flywheel's on, all torqued up. So now it's just time to put it all back together. I have to clean this because the spring broke that holds this as well. Alright. It's on. Now to put the gearbox on. Alright, it's done. 3:40 a.m. Well, that was a bit of a journey. Anyway, that's the job for today, or today and yesterday. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, share, and follow for more. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.